my intimacy tip today. So I was working with one of my couples and we were talking about how we can increase the intimacy in their relationship. And the wife shared that she is fine with what is happening in their current sex life and that she doesn't feel like they need to add anything. And she would be just fine if they didn't even connect sexually at all. And the husband was like, ooh, that was a tough one. So I gave her this challenge and I want to give it to you as your intimacy tip for today, which is to make a list of all the ways in which your spouse really turns you on. Now, I'm not talking about, the cologne they wear or when they pump iron at the gym or anything like that, which is important and should probably be on the list. But I'm talking about those moments when you look at your spouse and you're like, I could really rip your clothes off right now. So for me, my husband does this in a lot of ways, but this morning he woke up at 5 a.m. to take my son somewhere. And I rolled over this morning and there was just a little imprint in the bed where he normally would be. And I thought to myself, man, I am so grateful that my husband is so dedicated and loves me so much and our children so well that he would get out of bed to take my 11-year-old son to do something that is really important to him. And I get that feeling a lot as well when he is just doing the dishes and talking to my teenagers and just being amazing. I just look over at him and I think, man, how did I get so lucky? I really would love to just rip his clothes off. And so I think when we nurture those moments and we feel really connected to our spouse by who they are and what they do for us and just moments of sincere appreciation, we can kind of get more of that sexual energy going between us. So your intimacy tip today is to really make a list of things that your partner does around the house or with you or to you that make you feel really connected to them. And even if you don't write them down, which I invite you to write them down, just make a mental note of the things that they do for you that you really appreciate, that you just can't believe you're so lucky to be married to such an incredible human, and then channel that energy when you're going to get intimate with each other. So that is today's intimacy tip. Thank you so much for joining me. Make sure you tell your friends, make sure you like and subscribe and do all of the things. I'm constantly showing up with awesome tips for how to increase the intimacy and strengthen your marriage because I am literally obsessed with doing this. And I hope that you'll comment below and let me know what you thought of today's intimacy tip. And I will see you same time, same place next week. Bye for now. To learn more ways to deepen your intimacy and strengthen your relationship, make sure you watch this video next.